my channel. Today I'm here with a very exciting video. I've been waiting to film this one, you guys. I think it's finally the time. The weather is warming up and you know it's getting a little hot where I live. It's really warming up and we've had a couple of really warm days, and Memorial Day is right around the corner, you guys. You know, that's really the start of summer. You know, summer weather is just a couple of weeks away, so I thought it would be the perfect time to talk about the best summer fragrances, you guys. Fragrances that work really well in hot weather, hot and humid weather. I have some really good ones, you guys. Some of them I've never talked to you about before because, you know, last summer was a long time ago. So before we get into my perfect summertime fragrances, you guys, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, ring that notification bell, and follow me on Instagram because we have a lot of fun there. So let's get right into these perfect fresh summertime fragrances. So you guys, you like my outfit? It actually goes all the way down. I don't know. Anyway, it's one of my summer resort wear type outfits. But anyways, I wanted to get in the mood. So like I said, you guys, I have some amazing fragrances here that I am dying to talk to you guys about. So I've noticed, you guys, in the summertime, fragrances that have aquatic notes or citrus notes or sea notes or floral notes, you know, yellow, white florals. Those kinds of fragrances work super well in the hot weather, in the humid weather, in summertime. So I have a lot of those today to share with you guys. So I think the first one I really have been dying to talk to you guys about is right here. This is Olympia by Paco Rabanne, you guys. This one is the quintessential summertime fragrance, if you ask me. This is like summer in a bottle right here. This is summer in a bottle to me. This has basically all the accords that are perfect, that work really well in the summertime, basically all in one. Surprisingly, it's a vanilla fragrance, but it has a lot of fresh elements to it, a lot of marine, aquatic elements to it that makes it really perfect for summertime hot weather. This would be even really great fragrance for like a beach day, you know, beach kind of getaway, anything like that. It's really, you know, everyday fragrance. It works overall super well all throughout summer for any kind of occasion, really. I wouldn't wear this to like a dinner date in the summer, that's about it, but other than that, it's mainly a daytime fragrance, if you ask me. It's basically a salty vanilla, you guys. That's like the easiest sort of way to put it. So of course this has vanilla and salty accords, and this has a really nice marine sort of aquatic accord in here that's really very marine fresh. I think it's very unique. You don't get that many of those types of like fresh marine aquatic fragrances that work really well, you know, not just marine and aquatic, but also other stuff too. Like in this case, it's a salty vanilla that has the marine aquatic elements as well. So there's of course citrus nuances in here, citrus accord. It's also surprisingly a little bit like balsamic. And then there's amber, it's warm, spicy, and it's woody as well. It's, you know, really a very well-rounded fragrance that works really well for the summertime. It opens with water, jasmine, ginger, and mandarin orange. Like I said, there's that citrus in the opening, which with that zing of the ginger and that kind of jasmine. The water jasmine's a little bit more transparent, and in the middle you get basically vanilla and salt. So it's a, you know, like I said, a salty vanilla. The salty part really adds like that, you know, in the summertime, you know, you'd say you're out and about running around, you know, being active, your sweat is salty, you know, it's kind of like, it's perfect. Like if you were at the beach, for example, the sea breeze, it's salty and it hits you on your skin with your mixed in with your sweat, you know, it's kind of like very salty. So that works so well in the summertime. And then of course in the base this has ambergris, which as we all know has that marine nuance to it, like the marine aquatic like freshness about it. Ambergris, you know, ambergris comes from sperm whales. It's like something that forms in their digestive system, that has this sort of like marine vibes to it. So it gives it that sort of sea marine quality to fragrances. And then this has cashmere wood and sandalwood as well. Sandalwood adds that slight bit of sensual to this. I mean, it rounds it up with that woody note, you know. Oh, and then of course cashmere wood. I mean, I don't actually have to spray this fragrance, although it's very light and very, you know, fresh. It's quite strong, you know. It has good sillage, good projection, lasting power is pretty good. I actually cannot wait to start wearing this, you guys. I'm gonna wear this pretty much everywhere during the summertime. I'll probably wear it to the beach as well, coming up here on a very small, just us, the family. We're doing a small beach getaway on a private kind of beach area. There's no one else there. Really hard to find that actually. So yeah, I mean, we still have to be careful because of COVID. But anyway, so this is Olympia by Paco Rabanne. Perfect, quintessential summertime fragrance. Next, I have another beautiful fragrance that screams summer. This one, you guys, this one was made with summertime in mind, I tell you. And if you want to wear a beautiful fresh rose fragrance in the summertime, this is the one for you. This is none other than Delina La Rosée. So this, you guys, is, I've talked about this so many times on my channel, so many times. Just now, actually, my last video, I talked about this as well, how to start a niche collection video. I'll link it up here and down in the description box. This one is a basically, again, it's very strong, although it's very light. And I mean, look at that bottle, right? Isn't that pretty? But anyway, I did actually a dedicated review of this too. If you want to see in-depth review of this, I will link it up here and down in the description box as well. Although this is a very light and fresh aquatic rose, this lasts for a very good time on my skin and clothes. You don't really expect aquatic, fresh, light fragrances to last that long or project that much, but this one is pretty good. I wouldn't say it's as long lasting as Delina or Delina Exclusive, but it still does last quite a long time. And again, you guys, this is basically an aquatic rose. So there's a water note in here. This is actually closer to Delina, the original, without that rhubarb sour green cutting through the rose. That's not there, the green sour note, which seem to not agree with some people actually. So this is without it, with that fresh element added, like with the fresh aquatic water note added to this. So this is a very much a lighter, fresh rose. I always say it's like kind of taking a rose, dipping it in water and going like this. And that's kind of, you know, fresh, how fresh this feels when you spray it on. And this, you know, really when you spray it on, you feel like summertime. It'll perform super well in hot weather. So like I said, this is a very, you know, rose, floral, slightly bit of fruity, not a lot with the lychee note. There's aquatic accord in here. It's citrus. It's musky, tropical, slightly woody, and very thin seabed powdery. So it opens with lychee just like the other two Delinas, but there is pear and bergamot in this one in the opening. Pear is always that note that has that really nice feminine touch, very kind of juicy, fruity, feminine vibes it gives. And in the middle, you get a bunch of really nice transparent flowers, you guys, which is perfect for a summertime fragrance. So like I said, there are transparent floral notes. There's a lot of them. I don't know all of them. And then there's peony, and then there's Turkish rose, and there's that water note in there, like a watery notes. It has watery notes. It's that splash of freshness in this. And then it has a white musk, giving it a little bit of an edge. There is Asian vetiver and woody notes. So it's such a beautiful, transparent, floral, rose, aquatic, fresh fragrance. Perfect fragrance for summertime to feel pretty, you know, during the summertime, even in the high heat. You know, guys, you feel put together wearing this for something special. This is Delina La Rosée. So next I have, surprisingly, a Chanel fragrance that I would recommend to you guys. You guys know I'm not a huge fan of a lot of the Chanel fragrances, but some of them I like. This one is perfect for the summertime, you guys. I've been waiting to talk about this one. I really like the way this one smells, and I've used quite a bit of it. I'll just show you right now. This is Chanel Chance Eau Fraiche, you guys. I've put quite a dent into it. This one is a good one. It's very beautiful, very fresh. I mean, even the color, look at it. It's light green. Perfect fresh fragrance for the summertime. This is one of the better Chanels that are out on the market, in my opinion. This is a very fresh, citrusy, woody fragrance. That's like what I'm getting the most, that citrus. There's a, woody nuances in here. It's floral, it's white floral, it's musky, it's a little aromatic. It's slightly earthy, it's slightly soft spicy, and there's a patchouli in here too. In the opening, you get a bunch of citrus notes and woody notes. Like I said, that's the two biggest dominant accords in here. I know there's lemon in here and there's cedar, I believe, in the opening with other citrus notes. In the middle, you get some transparent flowers like a water hyacinth, and there's jasmine, and I believe there's also pink pepper in the middle, which is weird. That's the first time I ever noticed pink pepper to be in the middle. Usually it's in the opening. And in the base you get some interesting woody notes like teak wood, you guys. Teak wood is a tropical wood. I know that one of the Tiziana Terenzi fragrances that I love has mahogany in the base, and there's also ebony, I believe, and this is the first time I've heard about teak wood being in the base of a fragrance, which is really nice. There's Haitian vetiver, I believe, also. There's like that slight earthiness from that. And there's a slight powdery hint from iris in the base. Amber in the base really brightens this up. And then there's patchouli for lasting power. This actually lasts quite a long time, and it really performs really well in hot weather. It's a great fragrance for you to feel fresh while being active during the summertime. It's something you can really make your signature scent during the summertime, really. It's something that's going to be versatile. You can wear to anything, maybe not for a nighttime date during the summertime, but other than that, for anything else, this would work. This is Chanel Chance Eau Fraiche. Next, I have L'Ombre de Merveilles by Hermès. So this one is really interesting, you guys, because this is like a very interesting smelling fragrance. It is a very ambery fragrance, which is why I'm suggesting this for the summertime, and it has like sweet nuances to it as well. This is very much an amber, vanilla, woody, patchouli, kind of balsamic fragrance. The fragrance composition is very simple, but it smells very complex. There's almost like a spiciness to this, which there aren't any spices in it, but I believe it comes from the mix of labdanum, which can have like leather nuances to it. The mix of that labdanum with the amber that's in here. So, oh, by the way, did I tell you this has basically amber, vanilla, labdanum, and patchouli. I think almost like that spicy kind of thing that I'm smelling, I think is the mix between labdanum, which can give off like leathery kind of nuances, mixed with that amber and that patchouli, I believe. I think that's what I'm getting. And it's very interesting, this fragrance. It works really well in the summertime, projects so nicely, lasts very nicely. Amber in it is very dominant in it. I mean, look at the juice, it's very ambery. Yeah, this is really nice. I would say this one would work for like a dinner date even, like nighttime even. This will go from day to night. In the summertime, there's something, bright because of the amber in it. It's a very interesting fragrance, by the way. I really find this bottle design weird. This bottle design is kind of weird. See, it sits on a side like that. L'Ombre de Merveilles by Hermès. Next one is, of course, very, very famous for being the quintessential summertime fragrance. It's a very sexy yet fresh summertime fragrance. It's citrusy, it's musky, it's very nice. I think it's one of the best fresh fragrances made for women out there. It's Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Intense. So like I've said you guys many times on my channel, get the intense version, do not get the original. That one doesn't last as much. This one. I don't know of another fragrance that's this fresh, this sexy at the same time. Fresh fragrances aren't always that sexy. They're not the sexiest, you know what I mean? But this one is, I think the reason is that musk in it. There is citrus and musk in there. Musk is always that sort of sexy note that gives fragrances that edge, you know. Oh, this smells so good, and it performs like a charm in the summertime. Perfect, you know, lasts through the sweat, makes your sweat smell so good, and it just, you know, projects and sillages great, lasts a very long time. Really, really awesome fragrance. It makes me feel like shower fresh during the summertime, and that's not what this smells like, by the way. It's just when you wear it, you feel like $1,000,000, somebody who never smells bad no matter how much you sweat. Like I said, this is a very much a citrus fragrance. That's the top accord. There's musk in here. It's very fresh. It has white floral in it. It's kind of slightly fruity. It's ambery. It's woody. This opens with a gorgeous like lemon and green apple accord. That's crispiness of green apple with that lemon burst of freshness. And in the middle you get marigold and jasmine, which I think is so pretty. And then in the base you get amberwood and musk. I don't know, I feel like there's more notes in here than what they're revealing. Honestly, this smells a lot more complex than that. I feel like there's something else in here. Yeah, it's such a fresh, amazing fragrance for summertime. I would say the sexiest fresh fragrance out there for women for summertime. This is Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Intense. So you guys, next I have 3 fragrances. I'm kind of going to, I guess, bunch them together in a way. I'm not going to go into fragrance notes or anything like that because I've done dedicated reviews for each and every one of these ones. This is from one of my favorite houses. I just talked about one of them in my last video too, actually. So yeah, I will link the dedicated reviews down below in the description box and up here. First one I want to recommend for summertime, I would say the sexiest perfume for summertime to wear on a sexy date, sexy romantic getaway, a sexy island paradise vacation getaway. It's perfect for one of those kinds of occasions. This is Tibet by Tiziana Terenzi. Oh my goodness, you guys, this one is the best like sexy beach perfume, whereas you would just wear this to a basically like a beach, not to the beach, but rather to a dinner date on a beach resort. That's really the occasion for this that come to my mind. This would be a great fragrance for a hot date during summertime, really. This has a warm sand note that drives me crazy. It's so good. And it's a very sweet fragrance. There's like literally candy in here as a note in the base. I'm not going to go into too many of the notes and stuff. Please check out my videos. I will link them down there. I'm not going to spend too much here because I talk about these all the time. By the way, guys, if you want to buy these for a 35% off, you can buy it on fragrancenet.com. They have it for 35% off. Google their 35% off discount code. Don't go for anything less than that. Yeah, hot date perfume for summer night. I would say beach resort, date night fragrance. This is Tiziana Terenzi Tabit. And then I have 2 more from the same house I'm going to quickly mention. So the next one is Telea by Tiziana Terenzi. Now this one is very fresh. Woo! Yeah, this one is very much like I don't want to say laundry fresh because that gives the wrong idea. This smells like expensive fresh. It smells expensive and fresh at the same time. I always imagine myself being on a yacht on a hot summer day wearing this perfume. In fact, this was named after Paolo Terenzi's private, I think, yacht. It's called Telea too, I think. Paolo Terenzi is the nose behind these amazing fragrances. It reminds me of sparkling blue seas in the Mediterranean or tropical areas. It's woody, musky, fruity, fresh, aquatic, aromatic, floral, rose, all of those at the same time. It has like a bunch of really juicy, fruity notes, yellow, white florals and powdery florals. And there's woody notes in the base. And there's, of course, a lot of citruses in the opening, which makes it very fresh. There's definitely musk in here. This is Tiziana Terenzi Telea. So the next one from the same house is Atlantide. This one is your beautiful sort of island paradise getaway fragrance that is more white floral, tuberose, yellow floral dominant. This one is your like white floral fragrance for throughout the summer, you know, mainly daytime perfume. This has a passion fruit note in it. There's tuberose in here. There's other white yellow florals in here. This is kind of tropical, you know. Gorgeous fragrance. That passion fruit note here is to die for, you guys. Gorgeous for summertime, throughout the summertime to wear it. I would wear it for a special occasion during the daytime, really. I would wear it for a resort getaway, island getaway during the summertime, your summer vacation. I would wear it during the day, mainly for something special. This is Tiziana Terenzi, Atlantide. Next, I have a very much a solar perfume that's perfect for the summertime. Very solar, very fresh. This is one of my favorites from this house. I just recently bought this during the Sephora VA sale. I've fallen in love with it. This is Tom Ford Soleil Blanc. This one, you guys, perfect for summertime, perfect fragrance. Again, this can be your signature scent throughout the summer. Oh my goodness, it's very fresh, very citrusy. So there's like coconut in here, there's white florals, it's sweet, it's citrus, it has tuberose in it, there's vanilla, there's woody notes, it's kind of spicy. Pistachio is in the opening, there's pink pepper, bergamot, and a slight bit of cardamom in the opening, which gives it a tiny bit of spice. And in the middle you get a bunch of white florals like tuberose, jasmine, and then there's yellow floral, ylang ylang, which is perfect for summertime fragrances, those types of yellow and white floral notes. And in the base you get like a big dose of coconut, and there's tonka bean and benzoin, both of which smell like vanilla. So there's like vanilla nuances to this fragrance. And then there's amber. So the coconut and the amber, very prominent in this fragrance to my nose anyway. Yeah, this is Soleil Blanc by Tom Ford. Perfect fragrance for summertime. Next, I have a fragrance from one of my favorite houses, you guys. It's from Kilian. This is Liaison Laundros by Kilian. Oh, this is a beautiful, fresh fragrance that would be amazing for a very nice, elegant, sophisticated occasion in the summertime. This smells expensive, like a very rich, expensive type of fragrance. To me, again, sophisticated fragrance, very juicy. If you ask me, there's something juicy and fresh about this fragrance. It's very fruity. It's very light. This fragrance doesn't have your typical, you know, fresh notes like citrus or aquatic notes or anything like that. But there's something about the fruitiness in this fragrance that makes it very light and juicy and very fresh. It's a gorgeous rose with fruity notes basically. So it's fruity, it's woody, it's rose, it's aromatic, floral, musky, slightly powdery and fresh spicy fragrance. I know what makes this fresh, you know, especially in the opening. Juiciness that I talked about comes from that blackcurrant note. You know, always when you put blackcurrant in the opening of fragrance, it's just like this burst of fruity freshness in fragrances. I love that note. All the sea perfumes have blackcurrant in the opening, which I love. And then there's plum, which makes it even juicier in the opening. And then there's also peach. So very juicy, fruity notes in the opening with coconut, which is what makes it kind of like summery to me. Juiciness from the fruits and the coconut in the opening. And in the middle you get beautiful rose with geranium, which geranium and rose go really well together. And then there's amberette, which is muskmallow, and then there's cinnamon, I believe. Muskmallow is like a sweet, musky kind of fragrance note. And in the base you get a bunch of woody notes. There's sandalwood, and then there's oak musk, there's vetiver, there's vanilla, a big dose of vanilla in the base. Beautiful fragrance, very much a sophisticated fresh rose with fruity nuances in it. Beautiful light fruity rose fragrance for summertime. It's very kind of tropical from the fruity and the coconut in there too. This is Liaison Laundros by Kilian. Next, I have a gorgeous fragrance that I've always adored. I don't talk enough about on my channel. I should talk more about this. Love this fragrance. This is beautiful. I wear this in the summertime mainly, starting from late spring to summer. This is Valentino, Born in Roma by Valentino. Ooh, so fresh, beautiful. Something fresh about this fragrance too, you guys. Again, I think that freshness comes from the fruitiness that's in this fragrance. It's very much a fruity, woody, vanilla, white floral, kind of musky and green and sweet fragrance. It opens with that, like I said, the freshness comes from in the opening there's blackcurrant in this fragrance. Blackcurrant is always that juicy burst of freshness in the opening with bergamot, so there's citrus as well in here. So bergamot and blackcurrant, really a burst of freshness in the opening, with pink pepper, which is also a very kind of sparkling sweet spice. And in the middle you get jasmine, jasmine sambac, and jasmine tea, which is also beautiful, like beautiful white floral notes. And in the base you get bourbon vanilla, which is beautiful. It gives it a beautiful sweetness to this fragrance. And there's guaiac wood and then cashmere wood, I believe. A very fresh, fruity, citrus opening. Beautiful kind of sweet fragrance with the freshness. I would say this is best for daytime wear. All summer long, can make a signature scent out of it during summertime. This is Valentino, born in Roma by Valentino. Last but not least, I have a cheapie, or something that's more affordable. This is from a Middle Eastern perfume house that I really love. It's Al Haramain. This is Al Haramain Amber Oud Gold. This one smells very much like a sweet, fruity fragrance. This is a very fresh, aquatic, fresh, oceanic, marine type of fragrance. Reminds me of the sea, the sparkling blue waters, the beach. Beautiful. There's something sexy about this fragrance as well. Like I said, this is a very oceanic, marine, aquatic, fresh fragrance. It's sweet, it's fruity, it has amber in it, there's powderiness, there's muskiness, and there's a slight bit of vanilla. It opens with bergamot and green notes, which is really cool. And then in the middle you get a bunch of really juicy, fruity notes like melon and a bunch of other tropical fruits, I think. Pineapple is there as well. And then there's a huge dose of amber in the middle, with that beautiful juicy fruity notes, the tropical fruits especially. And then in the base you get musk, woody notes, and vanilla. Perfect summertime fragrance. Very much like it really shines in the hot weather, beating down sun. You can wear it to the beach. This is very much, by the way, a unisex fragrance. Men and women can both wear this. Perfect fragrance for hot beating down summer sun weather. This is Al Haramain Amber Oud Gold. So you guys, that's it. Those are my summertime fragrances that are perfect for summertime, and they perform really well in hot, humid weather. They keep you fresh, smelling great throughout the summer. I have used all of them and they are just fantastic. They are the perfect quintessential summertime fragrances, you guys. I only made sure to include only perfect ones for summertimes. I only made sure to include ones that are perfect for summertime, not even spring. Perfect for summertime. I just always make sure that I include perfumes that are perfect for that season. So I hand selected them from my collection. They are the most beautiful, fresh, amazing fragrances for summertime. Will keep you smelling amazing. So you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Ring that notification bell so they can notify you every time I upload. So I will see you guys in my next video.